Hello everyone, welcome back to the TJOmega channel and welcome to a weird one today. I will admit I wasn't sure what to do today, but in shopping around town today, I happened to stop in at a Five Below and it occurred to me I haven't seen any authentics in a long time. I know just where to check. So I went looking for those, found them, and ignored them because I found things far more interesting. But let's actually just take a look. So we're going to start off with what you'd usually find in your usual Five Below as far as an authentics go. As the white balance of my camera just went nuts. So here is Megatron, and I had my choice. They had Optimus, Bumblebee, Elita 1, Grimlock. Megatron seems to be the best of the batch. So right now, the Optimus that you can find at Five Below in Authentics looks like a rescue bot in the way he transforms. Bumblebee's got those weird sticks holding his arms to his body, like the ones that go like super weirdly long and bent. Elita 1 looks garbo. There's just no avoiding that, I guess. You can't let a girl have a good toy, apparently. And then the Grimlock is a mono leg and no hands. So Megatron seems like he's doing the best of the bunch. So just to kind of give you a comparison before we get into the funky stuff, let's just take a look at what an Authentics is like these days, just so we have some kind of frame of reference. All right. Get him out. So, and go ahead, let me... See, there's... Nothing's been done in advance. This is my first time getting a hold of this, first time opening it up. It's almost like toy reviewer's version of a reaction video. Okay, so offhand, like, he doesn't look bad. Like, the shoulders seem a little small and low, but beyond that, like, he looks fine, you know? It's Megatron, I can say that. Toy itself is okay. Silver on the face is super bright. That's interesting. Articulation, it's ball joint, but it's limited, so up, down, yeah. He has ball joints in the hips, but it's really just to attach them to the body. All of this section just blocks everything up. How come it's, like, on a modern deluxe, like, part of the pelvis is the hip joint, so, so you actually can have, like, full motion. But here on the super cheapos, like the pelvis is just like this big shell. I don't get it. There's ball joints in the knees too, so you can rotate the legs, I guess. But it seems that's part of the transformation. I mean, it feels fine. I'm going to say that regardless of what we experience from this point forward, this is probably going to be the most solid feeling of the toys I'm covering today. I'll give it that. Yep, and there's the back side. Yep, and that's very much where Megatron's fusion cannon's got to go for the vehicle mode. Let's see if I can figure out the vehicle mode. The treads are downwards, so we got to rotate this. Oh, hey, look, ball joints in the wrists, so you can actually rotate his wrists too. Or you can just pop them off of the ball joint because they're that soft. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, let's go ahead and fold those in. There we go. Not sure how to secure the arms here or if they can be secured. I'm going to be honest. Let's, yep, I'm rotating this around. Okay, there's grooves there for all that. I didn't look at the instructions on the box, obviously. Really, I think that's it to it. Let's see here. Here, yeah, that's pretty much all it does. Like, it doesn't lock in place or anything. It just kind of, like, sits there. Okay, well, yeah, for a $5 transformer this size, yeah, I guess that's going to be it. I mean, yeah, I mean, for a little kid, that's actually not horrible. It's very simple to transform, so it's not going to, like, challenge them, but... You know, none of the parts are too small. You know, I could hand this to a 5-year-old. It would amuse them for, you know, an hour. And then, yeah, it looks okay. For $5, it looks okay in both modes. Okay, so we have that as a frame of reference for what $5 gets you out of Transformers these days. Now we have to go into the interesting things that I found. Let me see. Where did I put the one? Okay, yeah. So let's behold the brand new robot army. Yep, we are going into the knockoff territory here. So, yeah, this just screamed at me. Like, I needed to know what exactly this thing was. And it's not the only one I got, but we're only going to take a look at one of them for this video. Might cover the other one and throw it up as like a Patreon exclusive thing, so keep an eye out for that. But yeah, we have what is actually like a fairly decently presented knockoff Transformer toy. And I say knockoff, like it's just cheap quality. And it does seem to be its own design, at the very least. You know, mostly. So one thing I want to point out, like it's got this like very, you know, almost Starscream-ish head going on. Very kind of generic robot. If we take a look at the back here, that's not the head they used on the artwork. The artwork looks like kind of a generic Warpath, like almost the Generations Warpath head. The body art itself, I'm going to say AI generated, given how different those thigh details are. There's some details that are consistent across it, but I don't know. I'm calling fake. Honestly, the other one that I picked up shows that a lot better. So if I do that extra video, you'll see it there. Blizzarder. Sure. Okay, converts from rocket system to robot. 2-mode superhero. Okay. Also my favorite word, converts. So even the knockoffs are starting to use like the replacement words that Hasbro uses. See, ages 6 and up, adult supervision required. What, do the missiles actually work? And can I bomb Sudan with these? Probably not. Okay, let's get this open. I don't know why I picked Sudan. I genuinely don't. Random first country that popped in my head. Okay. Now, keep in mind, this was also $5. And I'll tell you right now, just taking him out of the box, he felt lighter than the Megatron did. Okay. Oh, no, that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. No. He does the floppy leg dance. Oh, that's not good. That doesn't bode well for you, Blizzarder. Oh, no. Do they yes, they tab in. They tab in. Okay, so he is not designed to have knee articulation. Okay, so we'll forgive that for a second. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and just give him his weapon. We're not going to go into like full review rundown for this stuff. You know, we just need to show off exactly what we're getting here. Okay, so I do have my usual Shadow Striker still handy at the review table. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so you're getting about Voyager class size out of it. So that gives you some idea of what we are dealing with for the rest of this video. Okay, and yeah. So, detailing wise, I will tell you, there were two that I could have picked from. They both had this gray camo, but one of them was green. And the other one was this Arctic blue. So, this is where the gray camo actually kind of worked. Yeah, and he's getting it out of the box. I'm trying to place what Transformer that is. It vaguely reminds me of like Energon Hot Rod in the head design. I know the details are not right. Like, they've definitely swapped around a few details, so it's not correct or exact to anybody. I mean, as I said, like, this is an original design. You can see from, like, the chest. I don't know a Transformer figure that has that, like toothed front to the tank mode as the chest, the design there. The closest you can get it was, like, Brawl in there. It's done very differently than this. I don't even think maybe the Legends class? Maybe the Legends class? Oh, it's been a while since I messed with that one. Point being, I don't think they necessarily ripped it off from anything, but it's exceptionally simplistic. So there's that. We're going to point out the obvious here. It is extremely light in the hand. All the parts are incredibly hollow. See, even if Hasbro decides to hollow out a part like a leg, a thigh like this, there will still be at least plastic bridges to kind of maintain the stability and keep it from flexing or being too weak. And this is also way thinner than what Hasbro would use for its hollowed parts. Yeah, this ain't good. No, this is not good in the least. The entire thing seems to be held together by 2 screws. And that's about it. There might be a few. Okay, okay. There's 2 more in there. I've spotted 2 more. Yeah, it ain't the most durable thing. Okay, so I guess at that point I transform it and see exactly how this guy looks. Ooh, I didn't like that click. I didn't like that click. I've heard that click on cheap Transformer toys before. That ain't pretty. Let's see. It's got a mushroom peg to connect these on, which is too big to snap. So we have to do it like this. I gotta get the arms out of the way, fold that down, and then fold the arms up like so. Beautiful. No, this has to go in there too. This has to go in there too. Can it go in handle down? I think it can. Okay, so at least they thought of that. The handle doesn't have to stick up. All right. Let me get this aligned correctly. A little bit tough to do. I'll also make sure this stays in frame. Okay, and there we go. So yeah, it's a missile tank. Big old armored missile. Yeah, does not hold together in the least in this mode. Oh boy, yeah. Now I recognize that. I know there's a previous Authentics Megatron that had a foot that kind of did that. So there's a little bit of that DNA in there. I still think it is mostly just their own original design because honestly, it's so simple and generic. How do you fake it? But at the very least, I do like the vehicle mode in just the fact that we don't really get Transformers of this anymore. Like Cybertron Scattershot took this as an alt mode. Hailstorm from the Hunt for the Decepticons line. But this one itself, not really like, yeah, it's not really striking those same chords. But it is still something we don't see often in Transformers, at the least. I can't tell where people drive. They have painted camouflage over the gap where the driver is supposed to look. I don't think that's how it works. Oh, and it's over here too. Yeah, so they could have done way better just kind of presenting like where the thing is supposed to drive. Yeah, you're not getting any wheels, by the way. Obviously, this is too thin to mount a wheel into. So no rolling this. All it does is just kind of flip over and turn into that tank. This was a range of toys. This is a range of toys that they produced. There was also a tank that was very AI generated and did not turn into the tank they had in the box. And then kind of like like an armored police truck. Those were the 3 I saw. I'm sure there's probably a few more of them than this. But no. That is Blizzarder, who is, yeah, not worth the $5. Yeah, this, I knew it'd be cheap. I knew it'd be cheap. But man, that's flimsy even by $5 store standards. Yeah, the Megatron's easily the better of the 2 tanks there. That shouldn't have happened with an Authentics. And then there was the one that surprised me, and the one I'm disappointed was the only one there. So imagine my surprise when I found this guy. Dino Robo. Transforms from Dino to Robot. 2 Tra NSF ORM. Includes 1 Tricerators. Tricerators? Is that the name we're going with? Okay. Again, ages 6 and up, adult supervision. And again, I'm pretty sure this is not authentic artwork. Funny thing, he does not come with that giant sword, and he does not come with that gigantic gun. No, in fact, that's not even close to what he comes with. He's so muscular. Like, why does he have 6-pack abs? Why does the Triceratops have 6-pack abs and a Speedo? Why is he going for like this Greek bronze god look? I don't know. And then we have this, which is just a photo of the toy that has gone through a few Photoshop filters to make it look like artwork. It's horrifying. Look at the eye on that. That eye has seen the horrors of the Nether, and it's now coming back to tell you. Well, granted, I think it still has. I think it's still like that, even without the filter. So yeah, this is a Dinosaurs knockoff, or Dino Zone, if you know the Japanese version of the line. I am very disappointed there was only one of these. The Dino Zone had some really cool designs. I would not have minded a few more of these being there. And then we could just talk to like cheap knockoff transforming dinosaurs, and that would have been a much more solid video than what we're doing. No, we just compared two tanks, and now we're going with I don't know, a reptile tank. Alright. Let's see. I want to say these are the same companies because these are presented pretty much the same way. They have the same age warning marker on them. See, yeah, let me give me a quick, I'm just like very quickly trying to compare. There's no proof. There's absolutely no proof they come from the same. I don't see, 6161 Holdings. Yep. Same company. Okay. So yeah, it's just a knockoff company out of Philly, apparently. Alright. Get you out here. You've got actually the old-fashioned method because I can't find my model nippers right now. Oh, hang on. I'm fumbling here. Oh, did you see the plastic shake as soon as I set it down? Did you see that? Did you see that? Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Oh, there's a horrible rattle to it. Oh, no. Oh, no. This feels horrible. Oh, my God, this feels bad. Okay, I never want anyone to ever tell me that like modern Transformers feel like they have bad plastic. This is bad plastic. Oh my God, this feels bad. Okay, so on the one hand, it's a dinosaur without the clear plastic, which, you know, that amuses me. On the other hand, they went with brown and purple on the color scheme, which I do think is the original color scheme. Oddly enough, I think I have this dinosaur. I think we've reviewed this thing in the past. It feels very familiar. You can see the packaging did lie. Like, the deco is not the same. It doesn't have the chrome horns or anything. Got a little bit of gold painted for the rib cage at least. Okay, so I got that. But yeah, yeah, like hollowed out feet, hollowed out parts. This is not pleasant feeling. Let me get this into robot mode as quickly as possible, which really is not much. It's, you know, dinosaurs were not exactly known for being overly complex toys. Oh, and there goes the head. And wait, oh no. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So it's definitely a dinosaur knockoff because it does share the DNA and the engineering. Okay, so there is that. But also part forming. Oh no. We were already bad enough, and now we're part forming to get the arms onto the robot mode. Oh no. Alright. Oh, this was beyond my wildest expectations. Okay, so here we have I don't know, the chocolate Megazord. This is very much a Megazord head. Oh my, no paint whatsoever on any aspect of this toy. Once we get into the robot mode, I literally think the only paint on the whole thing is just those ribs, and the eyes, the horrific eyes on the head. This is supposed to act as a shield, by the way, so popping off is kind of intentional, though how it would actually work as a shield, I don't know, so we're not even going to try. There's no way to lower that wing pack to make it actually look like wings. Obviously, see, head rotates. You got the ball joint in the bicep, which lets you do a little bit of bend, so that's okay, Okay. thigh joint actually works well enough on one of these. You have the knee works fine. You have the ankle, that's fine. So a little bit more posable than I expected. I'll give him that. I will give him that. He has posability. Whether or not he has the joint strength to last in a pose, that has yet to be determined. Oh, actually, no, so it's not looking great. It's not looking great. What about the weapon? Can you actually hold your weapon up? Kind of. You can kind of hold the weapon. So, it doesn't fit the peg. There's a tab in there that it's also supposed to fit into. That's supposed to fit into the fist. It doesn't. It doesn't. The tab makes it too wide to fit into the fist hole, so he can't actually hold it like a blade the way it's designed to be held. So no wonder he was drawn with the wrong accessories. He's incapable of holding the ones he came with. It's on the box, isn't it? I could have sworn, like, there's some, yeah, like on the package, on the side of it. Look on the side. Look, he's actually painted on there. He's got silver on his face and his chest. He's got painted eyes. It looks better. And he's actually holding his stuff there. What happened? Like, am I supposed to hold it by the tip? Want me to hold it by the tip? Okay. If I hold it like that, he can at least hold it. Like, what a stark contrast. I almost feel like that's false advertising. That should be grounds for false advertising, shouldn't it? Like, it's not even remotely close. Like, never mind the fact that he's, like, built like Brock Lesnar. No, never mind that. Look, the dinosaur head does not fit on the chest. He does not have those orange details. The head is completely wrong. Like, literally the only thing that's similar is the shell on the back, which is still very different from these two. And obviously, yeah, he's not rippling with muscles. The color layout isn't even the same. This is just a flat out lie. This whole thing is just a flat out lie. Oh my god. I mean, it's hysterical. I also like that, like yeah, it's very much Transformers orange and techno behind it. It's very Teletran 1. Okay, I appreciate that. Oh my god. I wish there were more of them. I wish that store had more of them, because this is hilarious to me. Okay, so yeah, you get what you pay for. So yeah, my big fancy tank boy turned out to be a flop. This one is a mess. And yeah, and still, the best thing out of the whole batch was the Authentics Megatron. Yeah, call it overpriced if you want, because, you know, this is really all it does. But hey, the joints feel good. The plastic feels all right. It looks like Megatron. You know, it will actually survive more than one or two transformations. You know, I will accept this far more than I will accept the other two things that I wasted money on. So, there we go. There we go. So, you get what you pay for, I guess. So, that's just me cruising around finding weird knockoffs and cheapo Transformers. Just goofing off for the day. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time.
Hello everyone, I am Astral Agent Magnetar, a Tokusatsu VTuber, and I am streaming 4 times a week over on Twitch, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday afternoons, and a special late night one on late Friday/early Saturday. So come watch, come hang out, and let's make an impact together.